Hello and welcome to English 112 Composition 2. My name is Joseph Lewis and I will be your instructor for this semester. I have created this video for you to go over a couple of things and to introduce you to the course. Particularly, I want to talk about the syllabus along with the assignments, along with how to navigate the e-learning site. But before we get to that, just a little bit about myself. Like I said before, my name is Joseph Lewis. I've been teaching here at Delta for going on 8 years now. I teach a range of courses from developmental writing through American and African American literature along with literary analysis. I am a horror film fan or a horror film buff. I also teach classes themed around horror films. Along with that, I love to travel. I've been to places such as Morocco, South Africa, France, London, Costa Rica, and I'm actually traveling with a professor from the psychology department at the end of this week. We're taking a group of students to London and Paris for an 8-day history of psychology tour. Um, I also love to write and I love to read. Hence, that's why I am your instructor for this semester. And along with this, I'm also a student because I'm working on my PhD in English with a specialization in rhetoric at Wayne State University. So I feel your pain going through the college matriculation process. It's a never-ending battle, this road to learning, but it's definitely one that is fruitful, and it's definitely one that is, when it's productive, you can learn so much about not only the knowledge in the class, but you can learn so much about yourself. So let's get to how to first navigate the site so that you have a sense of where to find everything. So this whole course is going to be run through e-learning and if you sign on e-learning, you'll see that the course is activated and you can click on your course number, which is 112 Spring 820 or 840. I'm teaching 2 sections this semester, so everyone's going to be doing the same thing, so everything is merged together. If you click on the announcements or when you open up the page, the first thing you'll see is a news page. I will use the news page to post video clips, or if I have to make any announcements or any changes in the syllabus, or if I'm just inspired to post something that is connected to your assignment, I will post that on the announcements page. But everything that you need to know about this class as far as course materials, as far as the syllabus, is located in the content section. And the content section is broken down by the following headings. First, you have your course syllabus. That's going to tell you everything you need to know about the class, how the class is going to be run, the actual assignments and the due dates for those assignments, and how much those assignments are worth. You also have 2 tabs in here which I designed that are focused for active reading strategies along with writing and research strategies. These things are going to come in handy. A lot of these things are probably going to be review for a lot of you, but these things are going to come in handy in regards to how to actively read and how to incorporate some of these best sort of writing practices in your writing. And again, there's a review about parts of speech, types of sentences, and paragraph development and things of that nature. I also have 2 more tabs associated to the main assignments that you're going to be writing. And one of those assignments is an annotated bibliography, which I'll talk about a little bit more in a little bit more depth when I talk about the syllabus, along with writing your final paper, which is the thesis supporting paper. Now, within those tabs, I have the assignment sheets for both of those assignments, but I also have materials that are going to help you write those assignments. And you're going to learn quickly that the annotated bibliography and the thesis supporting paper are going to be papers that are going to build off of one another. So you'll see that a lot of these learning materials that you use in your annotated bibliography, you'll also be able to use those in your final thesis supporting paper. If you click on course tasks, you'll see under discussions, you'll see a list of all of the discussion board posts that you'll be responsible for this semester. You'll have 4 main discussion board posts that you'll be responsible for. The first one will be an introduction discussion board post where we get to know each other. The second one, the discussion board post number 2, along with discussion board post number 4, those discussion board posts will be a chance for you to upload your major papers, the rough draft of your major papers. So you'll upload those and then you'll get feedback from one other student. So the discussion board post number 2 and number 4 is a chance for you to do a workshop on your annotated bibliography along with your thesis supporting paper. Now, discussion board number 3 is a chance for you to develop your rough thesis statement that's going to help you with the final paper. So you'll see in discussion board 3 that I would want you to post a rough thesis statement to your thesis supporting paper, which is going to lead you to discussion board post number 4. So that's basically what you need to know for the discussion board post. The next thing that you'll need to know under course task will be the Dropbox. And if you click on the Dropbox is where you'll submit your the final drafts of your 2 major papers, which are the annotated bibliography and the thesis supporting paper. So once you get feedback from your discussion board posts on your papers, then you will upload your final copy in the Dropbox folder, and that will be activated within the next day or so. The next thing you need to know is the grade tab. So I work really hard to keep grades updated, so you'll always have access to your grade. And I always say, give me about a week to get back to you feedback on your written assignments, but you can check your grades under the grade tab, and that should always be up to date. So basically, that's what I use e-learning for, and that's how you navigate e-learning. One more thing I wanted to tell you about in the discussion board post is that at the end of all of the modules, I have a module set up for questions. So at any point, if you have any questions or concerns about any of the course materials as the semester develops, you can just pose those questions. You can also send me an email if you have a specific question, but I try to encourage you, or I would like you to use the discussion board to ask questions because a lot of times you might be asking questions that other students might not have thought about. And I also want to encourage you to visit that question discussion board post on a regular basis, because you might have questions about an assignment that someone might have already asked, and that you might get further clarity or on something that you're already thinking. So that's basically how you navigate the e-learning site. Along with the e-learning site, you want to make sure that you go over the syllabus carefully. So the syllabus has my contact information. The best way to contact me is via email. If you want to set up an appointment with me for office hours, that's also available as well. You'll notice the course description. For those of you that have taken a Comp 1 class, this class is developed to be taken after Comp 1 to expand your abilities and versatilities with language use. So in this class, we're going to focus on not only the rhetorical situation, so thinking about the audience, thinking about the context, thinking about the mode in which you're writing, but we're also going to take that up a notch from composition one and interpret multiple texts and also learn how to write academically. So the goal of this course and the things that you're doing with your annotated bibliography and your thesis supporting paper is you are going to learn how to use academic discourse so that you can write your own research paper. Like I said before, all of the course materials will be included in the content section of e-learning. And then you want to make sure that you go over the outcomes and objectives for this course. And then you'll also notice that I have a description of all of the course assignments and due dates. Make sure that you look over that, and if you have any questions, let me know. The assignment values, the discussion board posts, you'll have 4 main discussion boards, and those are all worth 10% a piece. And so that means that discussion board posts are worth 40%. Your annotated bibliography is worth 30%, and your thesis supporting paper is worth another 30% to bring us to a grand total of 100%. Make sure that you read the grading scale, and if you have any questions, let me know. Again, communication, the best way to contact me is via email. If you have questions, I highly encourage you to use the discussion board posts designed for the questions, or you can send me an email. Make sure that you read the online classroom conduct policy, along with the academic integrity policy, along with the final policy on students with unique abilities and valuing diversity. So once you have read the syllabus, document any questions that you might have, and then you are on your way to completing the first discussion board post, which is due on May 12th, no later than 11:59 p.m. So everything that you upload in this course is due on the date no later than 11:59 p.m. And you want to make sure that you plan for all of those procrastinators out there that wait to the last minute. You want to make sure that you plan at least 15 to 20 minutes prior to that 11:59 deadline, because e-learning, the clock on e-learning is not always synchronized with my time. So, sometimes, what'll happen is at the end, once that deadline is up, I'm going to lock the discussion board, or I'm going to lock the Dropbox. And if e-learning is about 5 minutes ahead of your cell phone, you want to be able to make sure that you plan for that. So every time you hand in something, especially if you are a person that waits till the last minute, make sure that you plan at least 15 to 20 minutes prior to the actual due date. But for the upcoming assignment, make sure that you fill that out, the introductions for the discussion board post. Again, that's due May 12th, no later than 11:59 p.m. So I'm coming back to the page now to make sure that I covered everything. Just checking my notes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So between now and next week, make sure that you upload, or you do that first discussion board post. I want you, or I should say, I expect you to look at every single link on the course website in the content section under helpful reading resources and writing resources, because you want to think about that as the textbook in the class. And I will be adding things as the course progresses, and I will let you know the things that I've added and the things that I have updated on e-learning through the announcements page. But from here until next week, I want you to do that discussion board post number 1. I want you to think about what sort of topic do you want to explore over the course of the semester? What is something that you want to learn about? What's something that catches your interest? What's something that is provocative to you? Is it along the lines of film? Is it along the lines of sports? Is it along the lines of policy and government? Is it along the lines of education? Maybe you want to explore something that's connected to your career. But over the next week, I want you to think really hard about something that you want to explore and something that you want to take on as far as an academic research paper for the next 7.5 weeks. And think about that and get ready to apply that sort of search in terms of a topic to what we're going to do in an annotated bibliography. And between now and next Monday, I will contact everyone again and update eLearning with a little bit more direction on where we'll go from here. But in the meantime, if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. Again, I highly encourage you to post questions in the discussion board post or send me an email. Good luck with everything, and I look forward to working with everyone this semester, and I will see you in cyberspace.